all. Today I am going to explain about how to write a C program to print this incremental pattern. Yes, let us start with syntax of C program. Hash include stdio.h. Yes, we know that hash is the preprocessor directive. It is used to include header files or some other files into our program. Include is the keyword. Next one is standard input output.h. It is the header file. Standard input output header file. If we want to use scanf printf in our statement, we must include in this header file into our program. Next one is void main of starting of the program. Void means nothing to be written. Okay. Next one is input declaration, input and output declaration. See here we are having number of columns and number of rows. Is what is the row count? R equal to 1, R equal to 2, 3 up to 5. We are having totally 5 rows. Similarly, how many columns are present in our output? Is C equal to 1, C equal to 2, C equal to 3, C equal to 4 and C equal to 5. Yes, totally we are having 5 number of rows and 5 number of columns. So first initialize the row and column values. Int r comma c is int r comma c is totally how many number of rows and columns are present. Totally n number of rows and columns are present. So assign n equal to 5. N equal to 5 is r is used to indicate rows and columns C and number of rows and columns N. Okay. Then next step, start the for loop. Okay. First write the outer for loop for rows and inner for loop for columns. Okay. First step for initialization is r value equal to 1. What is the starting point of r? It will be equal to 1, ending value 5, which is equal to n. So initialization part r equal to 1. Condition part r less than or equal to n, and last one is incremental part, that is r plus plus. Okay. Next one, write the inner for loop for representing columns is for what is the value of C? Initialization part, column value also will vary from 1 to 5. So initialization C equal to 1. Yes, C equal to 1. Next, check the condition. Is the value present in each and every columns are based on R values. Yes or no? If the number of row count is 1 means 1 star is present in my output. If the number of row count is 2 means 2 stars are present in my output. If the number of count is 3 means 3 stars are present in my output, that is present in my column. Then R equal to 4 means 4 stars are present in columns. R equal to 5 means totally 5 numbers of stars are present in my output. Okay. So number of stars present in the output is based on R count. So we can write our condition is C less than or equal to R. Yes. Why we are taking condition as C less than or equal to R? Because the values filled in the respective column is based on row count. Yes. Row count is 1 means only 1 star is present in my output. Row count is 2 means 2 stars are present in my output. So I can set my condition as C less than or equal to R. Next one is C incremental, C plus plus. Okay. Next, what is the statement of inner for loop? Printing R. So write our printf statement as printf within double quotes, write star. Okay. Yes, we are getting line by line output. So after completing the inner for loop, write printf within double quotes slash n, because slash n is known as a escape sequence, meaning that it is used for new line. Yes. Next one is, this is for incrementing pattern. Next, let us discuss about the decrementing pattern. Yes, next one is the decrementing pattern. Okay. Yes, here also first check the number of rows and columns count. R equal to 1, 2 up to R equal to 5. Similarly, C equal to 1, C equal to 2 up to C equal to 5. Like previous case, there is no change in rows and columns count, but pattern alone gets changed. Previous case, we are discussing about incremental pattern, but in this case, we are discussing about decremental pattern. Okay. What is this? This is the basic syntax of C program. Syntax is common for each and every C program. So don't change the syntax. Hash include stdio.h void main. It is common for all these C programs. Next, come to the input output declaration. Here we are having number of rows and number of columns. So as usual, int r, c and n. What is meant by n? It is the count of total number of columns and rows. It will be equal to 5. So int r comma c comma n equal to 5. Next step, writing for loop as usual. Outer for loop is used to represent rows and inner for loop is used to represent the column values. Okay. For what is the first step? Initialization as usual. R value, starting value 1, ending value 5, which is equal to n. So r equal to 1. Next is condition r less than or equal to n. Next one is incremental part r plus plus. There is no change in outer for loop. Okay. Next come to the inner for loop. Yes, inner for loop represents the column. Column c equal to 1. Next one is condition. Yes, first check the filling values. Row equal to 1. Totally 5 numbers of stars are present in my output. So I can write my condition is C less than or equal to n. C less than or equal to n. But check the second case. In second case, instead of 5, only 4 stars are present. Okay. Means that if the row count increased means star count gets reduced. Column count get reduced. Okay. So I can write my condition is n minus r. Yes. C less than or equal to n minus r. Why I am writing it as n minus r? Because initially I am having 5 stars in my output. Okay. So I am taking that C less than or equal to n. For the next iteration, what will happen? 1 star count will be reduced. For the next iteration, again 1 star count reduced. Next iteration, 1 star count reduced. Meaning that if the number of rows count increased means number of elements that is present in the column count gets reduced. Yes or no? Yes, row count increased means elements present in the column count gets reduced. That's why I am changing my condition as C less than or equal to n minus r. Okay, remaining things are same. C plus plus. Yes. Next, what about the printf statement? In this case also we are going to print star. So in your printf statement, write printf within double quotes star. Okay. This is also a line by line output. So after inner for loop, add new line character, that is slash n. So write printf slash n like this. Semicolon is used to intimate the end of line statement. Okay. Yes, there is only one change for incrementing and decrementing pattern. What is the changing parameter? Condition of C, column condition. Okay. For incrementing pattern, we are writing condition as C less than or equal to R. Meaning that if the R value 1 means elements filled in the column value is also 1. So R value will be equal to C value. Elements present in the column value. So for incrementing pattern, we are taking condition as C less than or equal to R. For decrementing pattern, we are taking condition as C less than or equal to n minus r. Why we are minusing r value from n? Because for each and every row, if the row value gets increased means column value gets reduced. Column value means elements present in the column get reduced. Okay, that's why we are taking condition as C less than or equal to n minus r. Remaining things are common for both the programs. Okay, thank you.